Welcome to the city of Detroit, once considered the core of the planet's auto manufacturing industry. Detroit's population grew to nearly 1.8 million in 1950. However, today, 2013, that number has decreased to less than 713,000. And of those 713,000, approximately 128,000 of them are without jobs. That's 1 in 5. The city's unemployment continues to hover around 18%. Living and working a few miles from the city limits, it's safe to say that the Motor City, the Motor City, is in serious trouble. Of course, while the well-chronicled collapse of American manufacturing played a prominent role in the city's demise, many fingers can also be pointed at the city's leadership or lack thereof. For instance, former Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick is about ready to be sentenced for 20 to 30 years based on his shady behavior while in office. Now, the people of Detroit certainly didn't want to slide down this slope, but a team is only as good as its leader. And while leadership is somewhat difficult to define, superior leadership always breeds success. When's the last time you took a microscopic look at your abilities as a leader? Good leaders are often well liked. However, while popularity does carry a certain amount of social weight, it's certainly not everything. Leaders must make difficult decisions balancing the short and long-term direction of a company with profit as a common denominator. Sometimes, the proper decision is not the most popular. A perfect example, Kwame Kilpatrick. While Kwame was Detroit voters' most popular choice, he clearly wasn't the proper choice. And if you have to, for whatever reason, step away from your throne for a few days, you must have someone ready to step in and take command. If you haven't taken the time to train a right-hand man, now's the time to do so. The business as a whole should not suffer in the wake of a personal catastrophe. A delegation plan must be in place, and you must be willing to trust your peers with the steering wheel. As a leader, your work must be inspirational. Perhaps it's time you jumped in a truck and joined your crew on a job site. Workers are encouraged when they see the boss down in the trenches, elbow deep in air conditioning maintenance. It isn't necessary to demonstrate your hard work every day, as your results will speak for themselves. However, be sure to maintain a level of mutual respect with your employees. Also, make sure you're following through on your commitments. Employees who enjoy their work are more likely to exceed expectations, delivering peak performance if and when they're called upon. Compliment a job well done, and once threatened, make sure consequences are followed through with. If you say you're going to do it, make sure you do it. So, what kind of leader are you? Are you a manager who leads by example? Or do you tend to hide behind your title? Is it your prerogative to simply show up and collect a paycheck while the minions twist the screws? Because studies show that workplace incivility flourishes under passive leaders. Successful HVACR companies are led by committed, confident, creative, and inspired individuals. Those lacking these characteristics are simply meddling in mediocrity. Because, without a doubt, lazy leadership and poor decision-making precedes failure. But don't take my word for it. Just ask the residents of Detroit. I'm Herb Warple, sounding off for the ACHR News.